Okay, it's still morning. And here I'm at what is called the Tri-State Marker. Right now, I am standing in the state of Connecticut. When I walk over here, I'm standing in the state of Massachusetts. And on this side, I'm standing in the state of Rhode Island. Now, what do I need to do? Let's take a look at our map, okay? Again, following directions. See, I'm just gonna have a seat over here on this nice soft rock. Oh, I'm being facetious. It's not quite soft, okay? Again, I'm right there. Now, my vehicle is not that far. See, what I could do is I could walk back through the woods to this trail, take this trail all the way back around. Right here is where my vehicle's parked. So I could take this trail, you know, or where I'm at here, I could walk straight down north where it will intersect this railroad bed, walk up the railroad bed, and then go to my vehicle. So what I'm gonna do is the next step is, okay, in following directions. This map is already orientated north. I know my back is facing south, the state of Rhode Island. I'm gonna use my compass at 0 degrees and follow straight north, okay? Oh, okay. Let me get my compass. I just want to show you guys something else. If you're out in the woods this time of year, like mid to late summer, like from June to August, we have these biting flies called deer flies. There's a company that makes these deer fly patches. It's like double sticky tape. You put it on top of your hat, and instead of biting you, and I knock on wood, I've yet to be bitten today. Usually I end up with a couple bites. All right, so going back to my pack over here. All right, I am going to go directly north, because north will follow basically this Connecticut state line, and I will run into the railroad bed. Ooh, back is killing me. As you can tell, this is some steep terrain, and you can look on the map right here. It's a little, let's see if we can focus it in. Well, it's kind of hard to, but there's a lot of thin brown lines. That means it's steep. So if I see on the map thin brown lines, I know it's going to be a very steep climb downhill. I'd rather go downhill than uphill. Like I said, I could take a long walk through the woods and then go back on that trail and make a big loop. I could take my compass and go straight down this hill directly north, and I will run into the railroad bed, and it'll be a lot easier for me to, it'll be a lot quicker for me to get to my vehicle, okay? Now, another important thing. You can see I am sweating like crazy, all right? It's probably about 80, 85, all right? It's getting to be about almost 10 o'clock. By noontime, there'll be a heat advisory. It's gonna be humid and in the 90s plus. So it's gonna feel like it's 100, but it's actually worse because when it's really, really hot and you can't, here's the thing. Sweat cools your body off. If I was in the desert at 90, my skin would be bone dry and I'd be actually more comfortable. But now I'm just sopping wet because it's humid. My sweat can't evaporate and cool me off as effectively as it should. So what I'm going to do is when I get back to the vehicle, I have in my pack a bottle of Polish mineral water. Okay, word to the wise, if you're out in the heat, it's not a bad idea to take a couple bottles of mineral water. I know you can say, ew, it tastes like Efferdent or something. It tastes like toothpaste. When you're sweating like this, you're sweating out minerals, and those minerals are used as what are called electrolytes. It helps your body. It helps basically your, your metabolic functions to work. It helps regulate your heart. Your heart needs a certain amount of minerals for it to operate. All right, it needs that electrical difference between potassium and sodium to create an electrical charge of about 40 milliamps. Without that, you die. Okay, so what I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to probably chug down the rest of that water because I'm really hot and sweaty, and then walk due north on this hill, going downhill, get to the railroad bed, and then finish up my hike, and then process this so that you guys can see it on the internet and as part of a presentation. Okay, so anyways, say goodbye to Rhode Island, say goodbye to Connecticut.